Russia unleashed a day of terror across Ukraine. Residents of Kyiv hunkered down in the city's subway as more than 200 drones and missiles targeted critical civilian infrastructure, according to President Volodymyr Zelensky. Russia's main target was Ukraine's power grid. One missile missed, but another hit a dam providing electricity to Kyiv. Its destruction would flood the capital, putting millions at risk. And there are now reports of widespread power outages.
Belarus is concentrating a significant number of armed forces personnel as well as weaponry along Ukraine's northern border with Belarus. Ukraine has issued an official warning, urging Belarus to withdraw forces away from the border to a distance greater than the firing range of Belarus systems. In its statement, Ukraine's foreign ministry said, "We warn that in case of a violation of Ukraine's state border by Belarus, our state will take all necessary measures to exercise the right to self-defense guaranteed by the UN Charter." Consequently, all troop concentrations, military facilities and supply routes in Belarus will become legitimate targets for the armed forces of Ukraine.
And concerns are growing over new Taliban laws banning women's voices and bare faces in public in Afghanistan. UN officials say the rules extend the, quote, already intolerable restrictions on the rights of women and girls. Those new rules come nearly 3 years after the Taliban seized control of the country in 2021 following the withdrawal of U.S. troops there. Moments ago, former President Trump laid wreaths on the memorials of several service members killed in the Kabul airport bombing 3 years ago today.
In Pakistan's Balochistan province lie the charred remains of a deadly attack on civilians. At least 73 people were killed when separatist militants, the Baloch Liberation Army, launched multiple attacks across the province and security forces retaliated. The largest attack, a hit on a highway where the BLA executed 23 civilians in cold blood. The group also targeted police stations, killing at least 10.
A performance test for Pyongyang's new suicide drones, overseen by Kim Jong-un and shared with the world's media. Armed with explosives, these drones are programmed to follow a specific trajectory to reach and destroy a target. Apparently capable of flying more than 1,000 kilometres, that puts most of South Korea in range. North Korea sent drones across the border in 2022, which Seoul was unable to shoot down due to their size. And the South has since invested in better preparedness for a drone attack. On seeing images of those tested on Saturday, experts have noticed a close resemblance to Russian unmanned aerial vehicles.
Flash floods caused by heavy monsoon rains in Thailand have killed 22 people in recent days. Disaster officials have warned of further sudden flooding this week. A Russian couple and 9 migrant workers from neighboring Myanmar were among the 13 people killed in a mudslide on the southern island of Phuket. The Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation said in a statement that 19 others were injured and more than 3,000 households have been affected in 13 provinces over the past 10 days.
This is the aftermath of the collapse of Arbaat Dam in Sudan's Red Sea state. Vehicles that were carrying goods to and from the state's capital, Port Sudan, submerged. Dozens of people swept away. The dam broke after the state experienced one of its worst rains in recent history, releasing millions of cubic meters of water that swept through nearby communities. Locals say at least 60 people were killed when the dam collapsed. The reservoir created by the dam was the main source of drinking water for the administrative capital, Port Sudan.